Hi.
What's up?
We here at Two Queers Play Incorporated got a advanced copy of the brand new, currently unannounced Ace Attorney game.
Yeah,
It's gonna be really great.
Yeah, we're stoked to see how it is.
I can't wait to give this a shot. We're gonna just go ahead and start a new game of.
It's in New York now, huh?
Oh yeah, that's weird. They moved it from Japanifornia.
Yeah.
One New York morning. Oh my god, in all honesty, I am absolutely enamored with this already. Hello there.
Okay, who's gonna be Socrates?
Socrates, do you want me to be Socrates and you can be Ari?
Sure.
Alright. Morning, Ari. You ready for school?
Of course. Guess what? We're talking about John Stuart Mill in class today.
Who is John Stuart Mill?
You're kidding, right? You don't know what utilitarianism is? That explains a lot.
I suppose we should both come clean. We both have philosophy degrees. And this is, I think, the first time I'll have used it since I graduated. Sad face.
I've used mine. I had to explain the Hegelian dialectic at work to everyone on shift.
Really? How'd that go?
Pretty well.
All
Everyone
right.
came away with a pretty solid understanding.
Awesome. Oh, wait, I think I know. He's a comedian, right?
Moral philosopher, utilitarianism.
I see.
He's brilliant. Opened up my eyes to a new way to view the world. Dad? Dad!
What? Huh? Hold on, I'm gonna turn down the text speed because I didn't realize the animations were tied to the text speed.
Okay. Were you paying attention to anything I just said?
Nope.
I can't believe my child's a utilitarian now.
Oh, someone's at the door. You can tell me about this later, okay? It'll be fine.
Well, hurry up. That's not very utility maximizing of you, Dad.
Oh my god.
I have school in half an hour.
Stop this. My name is Socrates Jones. Everyone in my family seems to care about philosophy, but I could never really get into it.
So that's the shtick.
I'm just an accountant after all. Why should I care about the nature of right and wrong?
Oh,
Oh
sure.
my god.
Morality doesn't apply to you, huh?
Stop this. Oh, it's like, what was that book? Sophie's World? Was that it?
That is a book, yeah.
Yeah. You already know what voice I'm going to have. Well, hey there. Hi. The name's Billy. Billy the salesman. I was traveling this here country selling my wares when I saw your shabby apartment and instantly knew there lives a man who appreciates a good deal.
Oh shit, are we gonna have to solve the traveling salesman problem?
Oh fuck. I didn't realize we were gonna get that deep into it. Excuse me. Now would you like to hear about the fabulous bargains I have for you today? No, I'm sorry. I have to take my daughter to school.
What about me?
Ari, what are you doing here? I'm gonna have to try to not call you Irie. Ari, what are you doing here?
I got bored.
But I just left. It's literally been 30 seconds.
Doesn't mean I can't be bored. Who's this guy?
I'm glad you asked, little lady. The name is Billy. Billy the salesman. I was traveling this here country and my text auto scrolled ahead of me.
What?
And so did mine.
I think we should hear him out.
What?
You don't bother to at least listen, you aren't gonna get anywhere.
Okay. Help. Thank you, miss. You won't regret it.
I don't know, I think I might.
Ugh, pretty sure I will. Why is my screen doing this? Okay, Billy, let's hear what you've got. Right.
Ha!
I have a great product for you. It's the best there is.
Would you say it's the perfect product?
Nice. You need my product to do what it does. You don't want those pests around. And that's what I've got for y'all. But you hardly told me anything. Horse feathers, I told you my product was the best, didn't I? What more would you possibly need to know? Ariadne Jones, this is all your fault. He didn't tell me anything. What do I do? I really thought you were right about her name.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be named Aristotle.
Yeah, alright.
Well, generally, one goes about getting more information by asking questions, and don't dead name me Dad. It's Aristotle now. In this case, it's probably most appropriate to ask for clarification.
Oh, we got a press, huh? Okay.
If you can clear up any vagueness surrounding his ideas, you will be in a much better position to deal
A much better what?
with them.
A much better
Petition.
A much better petition?
Yeah.
Is that one of those philosophy things?
No.
Okay.
No, I just can't speak.
Right. Okay, then.
Good. Most arguments are made out of multiple statements. Be sure to check them all for anything that seems vague. Oh, I so hope we get to fight Kant over the transcendental, fuck. What's the existence of God argument?
Oh, shit. I don't even remember.
I don't remember either. Fuck.
We're gonna have to fist fight
Yeah.
Kant over the nature of God.
Yeah.
So what do you think, partner? You buying?
What are you buying?
Actually, could I hear your pitch again? Sure thing, partner. All right. Excellent. Let's see. Ask for clarification. And what kind of a product would that be exactly? Billy's deer repellent. Oh. Okay. That wasn't so hard. Okay. It's the best there is. Let's ask for clarification here. And what do you mean by that? It's the best. Better than the rest. It's really good at doing what it does, partner. Right. Okay. I guess there is no clarifying this bit of sales speak.
I was thinking of The Only Possible Argument in Support of a Demonstration of the Existence of God by Immanuel Kant.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that is quite a title and claim.
You can tell the title's great when it's so long it's split into like 8 different lines, all at different font sizes.
That's pretty great. And what does your product do exactly? Why, it only protects you from danger. The danger of deer.
Fear the deer.
Fear the deer.
Edelgard activated.
I see that you did not pick golden deer root, you poor soul. And trust me, you can use all the protection you can get from deer. Well, his argument is much clearer now. Maybe I do need this deer repellent after all. I mean, have you seen Claude Von Regan? He is distressingly handsome.
Are you serious?
What, am I wrong?
Dad, you can't just let an argument go unexamined, no matter how clearly stated. Especially when someone is trying to talk you into buying deer repellent.
But I got him to clarify everything. What else is there to do? Is this the fantasy where every teenager is smarter than their parents? Is that what this is?
Come on, Dad. In a situation like this, if something seems to be on shaky ground, you need to ask for backing. Make sure he can support his statements with foundational ideas.
Hello? I'm still here.
Also, I'm a coherentist.
Right, sorry, can I hear your pitch again? Again? Well, okay. I don't think we need to get backing on it being Billy's deer repellent. I think
Maybe we do.
What evidence do you have to support that statement? You see the bottles in my bag? Yeah. Oh! They say Billy's deer repellent on them. I think it's safe to say that the name of the product. That's the name of the product, don't you? Okay. Ari, why did I do this? This seems... It's the best there is!
Is it?
Let's press for backing. Can you back that statement up? Much like you backed that ass up? Sure thing, partner. My product is everything better than competing products. Therefore is by definition the best.
Everything better, huh? Including failing?
Oh, get that smart attitude out of you. There are competing products? Well, no. But that means that without a doubt, mine's the best. Beats the rest. Cellular, modular, interactive modular. Maybe I should call it Billy's best deer repellent.
Alright.
Let's...
Don't think we do.
Can you back that up? Well, you never know when a deer will attack. And if you don't have my product, you'll be in quite a predicament, partner. Did I switch from partner to partner halfway through here? I think
Probably.
I might have. Better to be safe than sorry.
Like they tell us in health class, always use protection.
Ari said practice safe sex. Thank you, Ari. I'm just gonna let that comment go without any kind of examination because I don't want to... Well, your teachers are right. Protection is always good. I didn't realize this game had a really safe sex agenda to it. I don't know if I feel comfortable with it.
Spreading the gay agenda.
Yep. Hold on, I'm not sure I buy this. We're talking about deer, right? That's right. As in, like, Bambi? Well, yeah, I guess, partner. I see. Are you really trying to tell me that Bambi poses a threat to my well-being?
Actually, yeah, though.
But they're in the middle of a city.
Okay.
It's gonna take quite a bit of convincing. Bambi is dangerous, partner. She's strapped. What if a deer comes at you with an AK? Oh, wait. He may look cute, but that deer is a little monster. Let me tell you why deer are a menace to society, a social disease. Deer are our menace. They eat our crops. They steal our jobs. Every year they cause accidents and injuries. Why, the only reason you're safe is that I'm here with my repellent. And there we go. As you can see, those darn deer threaten our very way of life. I like how I'm trying to do the lapel thing, but I'm naked, so I can't lapel anything, and it's just me doing the motion, but I'm trying. Huh. A threat, huh? Not sure if everything you said here is true.
You know, Dad, in a debate, you can do more than just ask questions.
Who said anything about a debate? I need to just... This is my job. If you're not going to buy anything, that's fine. You don't need to, like, make an example out of me. Like, I got a family to feed.
In fact, sometimes that just won't cut it.
Oh?
Sometimes you may need to challenge your opponent to a duel of logic.
Oh, that's like in your favorite anime, Beyblade.
Yeah. Some fact or observation which throws a wrench in the presumption that his statement is true. For example, the fact that deer live in the woods might throw a wrench in one of Billy's statements here. If you find that statement and present this observation to counter it, you should be home free. When you get a useful idea, I'll write it down for you in the idea slate, which is blank to this point in your life.
Oh, thanks, Maya. I mean, Ari. Oh, all right. I'll go ahead and try that then, I guess.
You need to be careful, though, Dad. If you say really stupid things, you'll lose credibility with your audience.
Oh, shit, we have a credibility meter. If you lose all your credibility, you will forfeit the argument. But wait, hold on. I'm just fact-checking a salesman. Who am I going to lose credibility with?
Me.
Okay, fair. Yeah. All right, fair point.
Ha!
Your face is ugly. They eat our crops. Okay, let's ask for some clarification on this.
Okay.
What do you mean by that? Deer eat the plants farmers grow. A deer could eat a whole bushel of corn without breaking a sweat. Let's press for some backing on this one. What evidence do you have to back that up? Do you know what deer are, partner? They're herbivores. That means they eat plants. Lots of them. Can you imagine that? Living without steak? Horrible.
I can, no.
Well, crops are plants, so those darn deer will eat them.
Should we see what the other ones are, or challenge this one?
Oh, what do we have to challenge with?
Just your face is ugly, or deer lives in the woods?
Let's hold on. I don't... As much as I would like to challenge him with his face is ugly, ad hominems won't accomplish anything here.
Yeah.
They steal our jobs!
Alright.
You want to elaborate? They took our jobs! What do you... I'm sorry, I just made a South Park reference. You can honestly unsubscribe if you're still subscribed at this point. I'm sorry. What do you mean by that? Deer take jobs from the working man. Companies hire them instead of normal folks. Cheap labor, you only need to pay them in leaves. I see. Really? And how exactly do they do that? Well, you see, corporate sabotage? Corporate sabotage. Okay, they don't actually steal our jobs. I was just being dramatic.
Nice.
Nice! Every year they cause accidents and injuries. Okay. Can you clarify that for me? I still don't know what voice Socrates is gonna... I feel like Socrates is gonna end up kind of around here, but... Do you know what an injury is? Well, yeah, of course.
For added realism, though, you have to read Socrates' lines in the original Greek.
Oh, fuck off. And what accidents are? Yeah. Then I think my statement is pretty clear, partner.
But is it?
Well, I mean, what he's claiming is clear, is the point. So the ask for clarification is if what they are claiming is unclear. Press for backing is when we want them to present some evidence for why it's...
Press.
Don't...
Press.
Why are you pressing me?
I'm pressing you for backing.
Okay.
Back me up.
I am depressed.
No!
Do you have any evidence to support that deer cause injuries? Have you ever heard of the term deer in the headlights? Well, it turns out that deer comes from real life deer. That term comes from... I don't know what I'm saying anymore. They stand in the middle of the road and just get hit. Causes all sorts of horrible crashes. It's quite terrible, believe you me. Huh, okay. I buy it. Alright, let's... What do you mean by that? I still don't know where I'm ending up with Socrates.
It's okay, just wing it.
If I wasn't here, the street would be swarming with deer!
I don't think it would, bro.
Deer everywhere, hurting everybody. Why, it's too horrible to even comprehend. How can you be so sure about any of that? Tell me, partner, do you see any deer around? Well, no. I guess I don't, buddy. There you go, my deer repellent at work. Unless you can give me a reason to doubt it, I see no reason anyone should think otherwise.
Dad, do you think you could oblige him?
Let's challenge that statement. Your face is okay.
Nonsense! Nonsense!
Is that what our objection is? That's so good.
It's
It's capturing the thing, so it's gonna be fine.
okay. Okay, good.
Yeah. Billy, can you tell me where deer most commonly reside? Forests, mountain, plains, I reckon. Am I right? That sounds about right. And where are we now? New York City! Circa 1995? Exactly. So, tell me then, Billy. Oh, our objection theme is so good. When was the last time you heard of a deer in New York City? Heck.
Right fucking now?
It's highly unlikely that a deer will show up in any city, let alone in New York City.
Facts. In New York City, white-tailed deer can currently be found in Pelham Bay and Van Cortlandt parks in the Bronx and throughout Staten Island green spaces.
Good to know. Do you really think you can take credit for the fact that there are no deer around? But, yeah.
Way to go, Dad!
Maybe if we were living in the wilderness, we would need your deer repellent. But we live in the middle of a city. I hardly see the point. I highly doubt Bambi is gonna wander down Main Street. He'd be hit in an instant. Clearly, your repellent is of no use. So I hardly think I need to buy it. Now listen here, mister. Seems to me that y'all are being unfair. I will admit you have a point, but you are failing to consider all the finer qualities of this here product. Is that so? It sure is. Let me explain to you what y'all are missing, why my product is still useful to ya. I thought we had him. My product comes in a fine blue casing. Each letter of the label is hand-painted. My grandmother toiled over the design. Clearly my product would still be useful to you. Ari, I don't think I have any evidence to counter these points.
But they're also irrelevant. You know, even if a point is supported, it may not be related to the conclusion. If that's the case, it really doesn't matter if it's supported or not. The point has no place in being presented in the discussion.
I think I get it. You're saying in such situations I should just question the relevance of a statement?
Well, that's what John Stuart Mill would do.
Who is he your boyfriend? Are you going to introduce me at some point? Like, I respect you and your boundaries, but like, I feel like I really should meet him. I'm talking about him for weeks now.
I just love the idea of teenager gets into philosophy, and the thing that they're really into first is John fucking Stuart Mill. That doesn't happen. I'm sorry if your utilitarians sound off in the comments about how I'm wrong, but that's not the philosophy that edgy teens get into.
If my sources are correct, and my sources are always correct, the edgy teens are into Ayn Rand, I believe.
Nietzsche.
I mean, as an edgy teen, I was all about Ayn Rand. Although I had a good excuse for it. I really liked Rush.
I was all about
God damn it,
Thus
Neil.
Spake Zarathustra.
Nice. I think I tried reading Leviathan at one point when I was in like 5th grade. I don't know why.
Why not?
I didn't get anything out of it because I was in 5th grade, but I tried.
Good old Hobbes.
Yep.
Calvin and Hobbes.
Yep. That's exactly why. But
if we are discussing economics, for example, it really doesn't matter how well you support the point because it's imaginary. Also, purple is the best color.
Shots fired at economics.
Shots fired at my other degree.
Ari, you do know that's what I do for a living, right?
False. You're an accountant. Those numbers are real.
Of course not. We all know green is, anyway. Obviously the best color.
Getting back on track. Even if the statement is relevant, questioning can be a great way to see how everything fits together.
I guess I should go forward with questioning him then.
Question relevance.
All right. Let's question some relevance.
Yeah.
How is the fine blue casing related to your conclusion? Blue is pretty, partner.
False.
I'll hear him out. Go on. Therefore, the fact that my product is pretty makes it more useful? I don't think so. Each letter of the label is hand-painted. How does this relate to your conclusion? Oh, it's his craftsmanship. And things being done by machine? That's not craftsmanship at all. Okay, great. But how does this craftsmanship make your product more useful? Okay, fine, you made your point. Let's move on. My grandmother toiled over the design. How is that related to your conclusion? Quality takes effort, partner. Surely the amount of time my grandmother poured into it contributes to its value. No, not really. Heartless, just heartless. No respect for the elderly.
Or for the labor theory of value.
Oh, Is this what's gonna happen?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Well, have it your way, partner. Billy! Don't hurt me. Oh, the yelling, it's too much for my heart to bear. Relax, I'm not gonna hurt you. Just your sales pitch. Oh, okay. That sounds good. Wait, no, actually, I don't think I like that. Listen, this is just a job, okay? You don't need to tear into me over this. Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. Unless this next button doesn't click. Billy, you're trying to sell me a product based on its usefulness to me. But its aesthetic qualities and methods of manufacturing, while undoubtedly nice, offer no function which benefits me. At this point, you're grasping at straws to convince me to buy your product, and you know it.
Hyde's pocket full of straws.
Well, okay then. Huh? It's been nice chatting with you, but I've got clients to find. There are many fish in the sea, and it's clear you ain't one of mine. Oh, okay. Bye.
Well, that was fun.
Do you find fun in just debating random strangers? Who are you, Ben Shapiro? Oh no, did I raise my daughter to be Ben Shapiro? Oh, honey, finish this statement for me. Facts don't care about your... That's it. We're gonna have a discussion, young lady. You... I think you mean infuriating. How much time do you have left before school?
Relax, Dad. I'm sure I'm fine. We still have... Oh, negative half an hour.
What? We have got to get going. Ah. Come on, mice. Can't believe we lost track of time. It's not that fool Billy's fault. Billy and his idiotic deer repellent. Now you're gonna be late for school, and you'll probably be expelled, and your mother will never forgive me. Not that she talks to me anymore anyway. The best of its kind. That's not competing with anything. I mean, what would it compete with? Harry's Deer Vanisher?
I mean, Harry's Deer Vanisher is pretty highly acclaimed, Dad.
Honestly, people believe they can sell you anything these days. Wasting our time. The nerve! They think we're a bunch of fools.
Dad.
And we can just be convinced we should buy a stupid product we will never ever need. I mean, aesthetic qualities, I ask you.
Dad, look out! Fucking told you there were deers in New York City.
God damn it. Really? That... Actually kind of a classy move.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I fucking told you.
Honestly, I dig that.
Look it up on nyc.gov, people. Fear the deer.
Oh, that's absolutely the episode title, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
All right, let's...
Hey, look. Oh, that...
Oh, no, go ahead.
Hey, look, a new arrival.
I don't know why we're doing the mask voice for this, but all right.
Do you think he's okay? Of course he's not okay, Rousseau. He wouldn't be here if he was okay. Ellipses. Well, maybe he's okay in the spiritual sense.
Ugh, my head. I didn't think it was possible to feel this much pain.
Hold on, he's coming too.
Hey, buddy, what's your name? Socrates?
Sorry, didn't quite catch that.
It's Socrates.
I don't know why my voice is still muffled.
Did he...
Did you say Socrates? Oh my god.
Oh my glob.
He's back. He's back. Socrates is back.
Quick, let's take him to the arbiter. Huh? What? What's happening here? Hold on, what? No! Put me down! Oh. What? What? What is going on? Where have you taken me?
Greetings, great thinker Socrates.
Ah! The demon! Please, please don't eat me.
This is not the great thinker Socrates.
Do you see our credibility just drained?
The great thinker Socrates. The great thinker Socrates.
Did you just say the great thought Socrates?
was much wiser and far more bearded. Yeah, I could have told you that.
Oh, Irie, thank God. I guess we are just calling you Irie now. You're okay. Did it hurt you?
Hi, Dad. Oh, you were kin to Ariadne Jones, a sharp thinker. We were just discussing the nature of existence. I suppose I should introduce myself. I am the Arbiter, overseer of the intelligible realm.
I thought you were going to say you were a man of wealth and taste. So do people here play like Dungeons and Discourse or what? the what realm?
The intelligible realm. The realm of ideas. The plane from which all thought originates, and the final resting place for those who concern themselves with the art of philosophy.
The final... Wait, hold on a moment.
Do not worry, Socrates. Your presence here is entirely a mistake. You are no philosopher after all. Your interesting name must have confused the existential sorting algorithm. I must have a word with Turing. Alan? Alan! Alan!
And, Ari?
Still alive, her knowledge, I am sure, contributed to this misfiling.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, not that I'm not enjoying this peek behind the mortal curtain, but what does that mean for us? Well, Ariadne Jones, I suppose it means you can leave. Run along now.
Wait, where did that come from? No, stop calling for Alan. Where did that come from? That wasn't there a moment ago.
Right now, in the real world, you are unconscious. Comatose may be more appropriate. But the moment you step through the gate, you will wake up in your hospital bed in New York, in a large amount of debt, but alive.
Wow, really nice of you to focus on that point. It's going to be painful.
It would be, yes, but you have no need to worry now, Socrates. There is no pain in your future.
Oh, great. I got out of the crash uninjured.
Not exactly. You don't mean... I apologize for the confusion. I said that Socrates was not a philosopher. I never meant to imply he was not dead. When you leave, we'll get him filed away to the appropriate afterlife. One involving a lot of numbers, I suppose.
Oh, yes!
Perhaps...
Ari, this sounds like the tits.
Perhaps the Tegmark Zone.
Alan? Max! Oh, you know what? Never mind, Ari. I love this. I get to meet Max Tegmark and talk about how existence is all numbers. It's gonna be great. Dad, isn't Max Tegmark still alive?
Is this some kind of joke to you, Arbiter? No, it is simply the way of the world. You have a life, he does not. Also, he is dead. There is no way he can possibly leave.
Well, I mean, you didn't have to get all shitty about it. I mean... You want to be an ass?
I think you'll find I must.
You're gonna be just kind of an asshole. All right.
That's what I was hired for. But you can't just... He's my dad.
Wait, hired? What's the application process like for that job? I'm just saying, because I need to find work now, so... Ari, stop, please. And let me get my
Have
mouse.
you stop by this human resources zone? But...
Look, as much as I hate it, I'm not sure we can talk our way out of this one. So for now, just listen, okay? This might be the last time we get to speak. Will you just know that I love you? And tell your mother I'm sorry for me. Please?
Okay, I'll tell Mom. I'm sorry for me.
Please don't make this a... And do your homework and...
Arbiter, can I talk to you for a moment? Of course.
What? Ari, I was in the middle of, like, my deathbed confession. What the hell?
Hold that thought, Dad. I'll be right back.
What thought? You keep saying the word thought like it's a different kind of noun than it actually is, and I don't understand. I was saying my goodbyes, you rude-ass motherfucker.
Now no one will ever know who gets my Lego sets.
It's kind of killing my moment.
I think you'll find your moment was killed minutes ago. Oh,
shut the fuck up.
Well, Socrates, I must amend my initial statements. There is, in actuality, one way out.
Thank you for clarifying that for those of us reading in text. There is?
Yes. An ancient wager set down by the original arbiter and reserved for the best of thinkers. After talking with your daughter, I've decided to offer you a chance at this challenge. If you can provide an answer to one of the great philosophical questions, the nature of morality, one request will be granted.
Ah, yeah, that seems easy. Like, I could easily figure that. Give me like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And answer?
Yes, a way to think about morality that is internally consistent and compatible with the realities of the world.
Yeah, okay. Alright, let's get in on this. This shouldn't be too hard, right?
Well, Dad, have I told you about John Stuart Mill? However, in this game, you are only allotted one chance.
Thank you.
And if I find your answer uninsightful...
I'm stuck here?
Correct. Wait. False. We were going to refile you.
Alan!
All parties involved must remain here for eternity. Wait, there's parties for eternity? Suddenly I'm fine with this.
What kind of are there, like mixers? Can I meet?
But if he is able to find the nature of morality, we can both walk through that door? Correct.
Okay, Ari, fess up. What on earth did you do?
Not much. I just told him that you're actually a brilliant debater is all.
What? Are you crazy? I'm an accountant. I can't... Ari, I appreciate the sentiment. I really do, but we both know I don't know anything about philosophy.
Yeah, we do. Quick crash course.
Oh, God.
Look, it's not like you're gonna be alone. I'm gonna stay, and there are people here who know even more than I do. Just give it a shot, please?
You realize that you're gonna be stuck here dead if I fuck this up, right? And there's like a mostly % chance I'm gonna fuck this up.
Counterpoint, John Stuart Mill is here so we can finally be together, so really it's a win-win.
Is that your What did I tell you about dating dead people? The rules don't really stop me from asking others for help.
No, there's no rule against dogs doing philosophy.
Did you just... oh. That was actually a pretty good bird.
However, You will have to use your own judgment to determine whether the ideas that others provide meet the criteria I have established.
I know I'm gonna regret this. Very well, Arbiter. I accept your wager.
And now I reveal my true name, Pascal!
Oh, God.
You have accepted mine wager.
Why is your hand so... Oh, because you
Because
got
I'm icing my hell joints, which feel awful.
Okay, okay.
I managed to pop something in my wrist while we were sitting here, not moving, reading for a fucking video game. Would you like some shoulder ice?
I'm good right now, but thank you.
The door will reopen when you have completed your task. I wish you luck.
Well, I suppose I should go get started. Can anyone here help me find the nature of morality? What is the deal with airline food?
What is the deal with the nature of morality? Oh my god.
Well, that didn't work. What is that?
Sounds like an earthquake.
Really? I thought it was more like a football game.
Now you've done it.
Huh?
Morality is purely conceptual, cannot be defined.
No morality since it covers to the moon!
Ah!
Oh, what the hell? Let me go!
Arbiter, do something.
What? Is he not getting help?
Wait, you that was my line.
Oh, wait.
You call this
sorry.
help? They're gonna tear him apart. Very well, if you insist. Silence. One of you will come forward at a time, and no more. Now, which of you thinks they can help this accountant answer his question?
I think I can. Pretty sure I can.
Ah, of course. Euthyphro of Athens. How do you fare?
Quite well, noble arbiter. Who's this guy?
Euthyphro was a promenade.
Do you need a moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Euthyphro
time.
was a prominent religious scholar and priest back in ancient Greece. He famously debated your namesake many millennia ago.
Indeed. My pious ways were known and respected throughout the land. As a sophist, it was my job to educate those who were ignorant, such as yourself, your
Yeah.
bitch ass.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I see. Hey, wait a minute. Listen, my child, I will share my insight with you. Oh, you all ready for this shit?
All right, now we just got to do the Euthyphro. It's literally going to be that.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Are we gonna have to do the Socratic dialogues on morality? Is that what this game is? I'm on board, but I still want to fistfight Kant.
Everybody get out your Dover Classics editions. My religious studies have given me insight into the nature of right and wrong. Human beings are fallible and vain. They make mistakes. A god, however, is a superior being. Everyone possesses wisdom far beyond our own. Thus, whatever a god commands must be good. There you have it, the source of morality. Huh. Is there a problem, child? Well, I'm not exactly
There is a
religious.
problem, child. Her name is Ari.
Her name is... Hey, I heard that. I see. Poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice. Having strayed so far from the light, if you allow your mind to remain clouded, you will never win your way out of here.
Clouded, huh?
Is
Have
that
you
one of
heard
your-
about atheism, Dad?
I told you for the last time, I am agnostic and I do not want to debate this further. Huh?
Listen, Dad. Euthyphro's argument benefits from its simple nature, but I can't help but feel he's making it seem more simple than it actually is.
Okay, so what can I do?
Sometimes, by examining an argument closely, you can find assumptions that were previously unstated. I bet you could find something here like that. More information is always useful and can help you get to the bigger issues. Well, Socrates, is this the answer you seek?
I don't think I'm ready to bet my life on the gods just yet, Arbiter.
Good, they kind of suck.
Oh, just gonna come right out and say it. All right. Great. Euthyphro, I need to ask you a few follow-up questions.
All right, Dad, good luck.
I like how Ari also has Maya's colors. Like, it's so good. All right, let's start.
Let's question.
My religious studies have given me insight into the nature of right and wrong.
Let's ask for clarification.
What do you mean by that?
What exactly are you confused about, Socrates?
I understand your mind is clouded, child, but I believe that statement to be clear. My studies of religious texts have given me insight beyond your own.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Ouch. I spell your line.
It's okay.
Ouch.
We're even now.
What if we
that's
press
fine.
for some backing, though?
I think it was fair to ask what religious studies he was talking about.
Yeah, I think it very much was.
Can you back that up?
Of course, my child. A large part of religion is providing moral guidance. Thus, as a priest, I have been often called to give moral advice, hence my insight.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's question some of the other statements, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. I see where I see where he's coming from and building that up. I think, like Ace Attorney games, we are gonna mostly question these before we make a move.
Yep. My immediate maneuver is thinking human beings are fallible and vain, they make mistakes, presenting the human beings are fallible to his own thing of, oh,
Yeah.
but I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that's the right way about it, but
That's definitely a way. Let's ask for clarification.
yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Human beings are prone to error. They often make incorrect judgments as to what is right and wrong. Is that clear now, my child?
Let's press for backing. Can you back that up?
Literally look around you, bitch. Do you believe men to be perfect?
Maybe?
Interesting. Well, looking at you, child, I can assure you they are not.
Ha! Everyone's just going to dunk on us all game long.
And I like how Socrates is like not gonna call him out on the ad hominem because he's like, no, you're right, I suck.
Like, yeah, I'm an object lesson in the imperfection of man.
The God, however, is a superior.
Okay, what do you mean by what do you mean by that?
God has abilities far beyond our comprehension. These abilities render them superior to us mere mortals.
Okay. Can you back that up?
My child, can you throw lightning or create storms?
Well, yeah,
Did you
actually,
create
they
the
teach
world
that
in-
to you in year 2 of accountant school.
Oh, wait, whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you create the world in 7 days? Did you turn your daughter into a tree for her own protection?
A couple times, yeah.
Wait, isn't that Christian creation myth there? Why is he talking about Christian creation myth?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he picked it up.
That or maybe
Well-
the 7 days thing is, I don't know that the 7 days thing isn't in a Greek myth as well.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that it's not.
That's fair. I am fully willing to accept that it's something I don't know about right now. Well,
It's
no.
been a while since my last classics
Well, my
course.
child, each of these things was done by God. Clearly, they are superior.
It's been like 10 years since I took a classics course.
Wow, holy bucks. Everyone possesses a wisdom far beyond our own. Everyone?
Excuse me?
You said everyone.
Your point, child?
Well, I've been assuming you were referring to the commands of a specific deity, but... Well, which god are we talking about?
Oh, gods, give me the strength to deal with this ingrid.
That doesn't answer my question, asshole. Right now, is there a particular god giving you strength?
Doesn't matter. There are many gods, Greek, Hebrew, Egyptian, Norse.
Wow, he's pissed.
Well, this is what I look like when I'm pissed.
There are differences between them, but any one would fit the ideas I described here.
See.
I see. Thanks for taking my line there, Ari.
Good work, Dad.
Huh?
You've uncovered an unstated part of Euthyphro's views by closely examining his argument. Finding things like this can really help you out. If you don't have enough tools, the person you are debating may just hand you some.
Can I borrow your Makatama, Ari? Do you have one of those in this?
No, I only have a utility meter. That is not very utility maximizing of you, Dad. Now get back in there and find the larger problem.
Wait, hold on. You telling me this idea is going to be useful?
Well, depends on what you mean by that. That's, I don't know, maybe? You're supposed to figure this out yourself, remember? I think I'm already pushing the helping you threshold, dead guy.
Hey, if I don't get out of here, you don't get out of here either.
Haha, nice.
Right.
Argument. Okay, so let's...
Oh, here's the same argument. Okay, let's keep going from where we were. I do want to finish cleaning up the loose ends in this before we start making our moves.
Yeah, and I like that we uncover new things we can do as we go along.
Let's press for backing on this. Can you back that up?
Being immortal. I forgot what voice I had for a moment. Being immortal, the gods had infinite years of learning and experience. Their immortality gives them a perspective we cannot achieve.
Wait, but is everyone here immortal in a sense?
No, we are all dead, child. There's a difference. Wisdom is derived from experience with the world, and our experiences in that regard have ended.
That's interesting. That's almost like things that come back up centuries and centuries later in things like Cornell realism about morality.
I like the implications behind that, and I'm gonna...
That's interesting. I need to reread the Euthyphro.
That's really cool. Oh my god.
Time for my decadely start reading the Socratic dialogues and then kind of trail off partway through.
New Patreon reward. We will just read the Socratic dialogues.
Platonic ASMR.
Wait, now I'm thinking about doing that.
I would.
I would
do
absolutely do that. I'm worried it would be boring as fuck, but I think it'd also be funny.
Thus, whatever God commands must be good. No.
What do you mean?
Simply that the gods are the source of morality. There is no better place for which to receive guidance.
Can you back that up?
My child, who is more fit to judge morality, a wise man or a fool? The wise man, of course. And as all gods have infinite wisdom, we should defer to their judgment. Thus, gods are the ideal source of morality.
Alright, now I have a better understanding of his position. There has to be a way to use that to my advantage. Come on, Socrates, think! There's too much at stake here!
Do we challenge the final point with the idea that there's multiple
Let's
gods,
see what we've got
or do we
on our
challenge
slate.
the first with that mankind is flawed?
I like how we can always go for the ad hominem.
We always can. There's never any reason to.
There's never any reason to, but we can always go for the ad hominem.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Mankind is flawed. Euthyphro believes that sentient beings are flawed and often make bad judgments. Euthyphro believes that things are good because gods like them. Euthyphro's philosophy applies to all gods, though they might have different ideas. Okay. So what about the point that gods could command different things?
Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking is going to be the correct line of argument.
Let's give that a shot. So there are different gods?
Yeah.
Nonsense!
Nonsense!
Euthyphro, if we could stop for a moment, I'd like to clear up a few things. Just...
Are those finger guns?
Yeah.
They haven't invented those yet. That's pretty cool.
Back in my day, we had finger slingers.
Blue.
I want you to know Vivian just did a finger slingshot and it was pretty cool.
I believe you mean a finger
said-
slinger.
You said different religions have different gods, right?
Yes, my child.
And sometimes these gods have different views?
Indeed. Piety comes in many forms.
Huh. Okay.
Dad, is something up?
I don't know. I may have found a problem here.
Really? That's great. Go ahead and present it.
Eh.
Dad?
Sorry, this is just a little intimidating. What if everyone laughs at me?
Just present it, Dad. No one's gonna laugh at you.
This isn't some deer repellent salesman. This is the real deal. Real things are at stake here, like me.
Dad, just present it.
Okay. Euthyphro. There's a problem with your position.
Music. There's new music.
Yeah, this is great.
This is the winning the argument music.
I love it. Did you hear the fucking one ding that sounded like a phone going off
Yeah.
too? That's great. There's a problem with your position.
That's all, my child.
It is so. Look, you claim that morality comes from the gods, that we can trust that whatever they command is right. But it seems to me that if the gods disagree, then that puts your idea in a weird place. You yourself said we can't judge their wills for ourselves, but when different gods think different things are good, what would actually be good? That would make the gods impossible to use as a source of morality. Right?
That was a pretty lackluster presentation, Dad.
I clearly and confidently stated my point. Hey.
While this may be true, the validity of an argument is not rooted in style points.
Who told
Although I do grant them.
What are they good for?
Nothing.
Oh,
And
the
yet
points
you
don't
get
matter.
none. And yet you get none. 0 style.
Son of a bitch.
Despite lacking both flair and vocabulary, Socrates has a valid point. As I believe you already know, Euthyphro.
It's not
Anyway.
like this is the first time this has come up in the literal millennia I've been here.
Socrates lacks flair. Have a piece of flair.
I don't. What's a flare?
Have a piece of flair.
Why are you giving me a flare?
I'm giving you pieces of flair to
Okay.
pin on your philosophy uniform.
Why do I have a philosophy? Where did this come from? Is someone dressing me?
Just as I recall, the first Socrates made very similar points.
And what? You just decided to ignore him? Arrogant son of a...
Like you, he lacked the faith required to see the truth. Your blasphemy will not take you as far as you think. Poor child, let me show you where you have lost your words.
All right.
All right, we made some progress here.
All right. Round 2. Fight.
Well, it is true that different deities have different desires in my religion and between religions. And this mouse won't fucking click on the next button, which has given me quite a hard time. I admit this may be a source of confusion. However, there are many points on which these divine beings agree. For example, most deities agree that it is wrong to kill without cause.
Most?
Huh.
Clearly, what the gods agree upon is always good. Is that better, child?
Well said, Euthyphro.
Thank you, Arbiter. You can see, my child, the gods overcome all obstacles.
But could God build an obstacle course so obstructing
would you
that he
shut the
himself
fuck up?
couldn't hurdle over it?
Oh, I've never heard that one before. Oh.
What are you thinking, Dad?
Well, his argument is certainly more nuanced now. Something tells me it still won't stand up to examination.
Euthyphro is fucking pissed.
I'm sorry, Euthyphro, but I still have some questions for you. Nice. So should we do the usual where we just go through each one and do the
Yeah.
question for clarification and backing?
Yeah.
Okay. Regardless of whether or not we think there's an obvious point that needs to be clarified or backed up, it's useful just to kind of flesh out.
Plus, we might unlock new ideas.
Yeah.
As we've seen.
What do you mean by that?
What was your objection, child? Are you claiming to not understand your own statement?
No, I'm good. Press for backing.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe we shouldn't press for backing on the statement we made.
Maybe we should. Just.
Can you back that up? Do I need to? You heard yourself at this point 5 minutes ago. Did you not believe it yourself? No, I'm pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
Listen,
Eh.
I'm surprised we didn't lose credibility for that.
I think we only lose credibility for challenges.
Okay.
So I think,
That would be really funny if we lost credibility for trying to make them prove our point for us.
yeah. But then it works, and Euthyphro is like, wait. Oh, fuck.
I meant this may be a source of confusion.
What do you mean by that?
Only that one less enlightened by myself might say not be able to work around it.
Right. So much passive aggressive. Can you back that up?
Confused you, did it not? There, my statement is backed. Backed up like a dump truck, if you will.
All right.
We haven't needed to use the relevance part yet. We should keep that in mind.
Yeah, it seems like it'll be more clear that something's not very relevant.
However, there are many points on which these divine beings agree. What do you mean by that?
Just because gods disagree on some things does not mean they don't disagree on all.
Like what? Can you back that up?
Be patient, my child. I'll get to it.
Oh, right, because it's his next statement,
Yeah.
literally. Wrong to kill without cause. Okay.
All right.
Let's have him click.
Most, huh?
What do you mean by that?
I think it is pretty clear, child. To take the life of another is wrong. Many gods agree about this, don't you?
Can you back that up?
Are you familiar with the Quran? Anyone who kills a human being, it shall be as though he killed all of mankind. And in Hinduism, he who commits murder must be considered as the worst offender. There are countless examples throughout religions.
It's historically confusing to me that Euthyphro is using Islam as an example.
I mean,
he's
had
lived
time to
well before the time of Muhammad,
Yeah,
but
he's had time to learn new things.
I guess so in the intelligible realm. So then, but I wonder, it's the intelligible realm. Did the form of, say, Islam and Hinduism and all of those things already exist throughout this? Are we in Plato's realm of forms here?
Oh no.
Is that where we are?
That'd be hilarious.
I think that would rule. I want to meet a
Clear
form.
with the gods of Kriyaban is always good.
I'd give the form a hug.
What do you mean by that? Mouse.
The gods agree upon something, will you be sure that something is good? Their collective wisdom is incalculable, after all.
Can you back that up?
Excuse me?
Why couldn't something the gods agree upon be bad?
Nonsense.
The gods in their superiorism would never agree upon something that wasn't good. They would only tell us to do things that would lead to positive ends. Suggest otherwise is blasphemy.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, we found an unspoken assumption here. Indeed, and if you don't mind, I think I'd like to further examine that idea. Oh, so we got a new statement.
Okay.
Okay, which is this one here. What do you mean by that?
The gods look at something they would not agree upon, and they would not agree upon unless it was clearly moral or immoral.
Can you back that up?
We have established that gods possess infinite wisdom, have we not?
Have we?
Well, shut up. Well, there may be some slight variance between them. These infinitely wise beings will surely come down on the same side when dealing with important matters, like the aforementioned example of murder.
Murder!
And I think I know how we challenge that, but let's go through the rest of... I don't know what to do, Ari. This is... fixed many of the problems of the previous argument. I think that's the one we challenged with gods have different opinions, right?
Did it? Just because all the same words are there doesn't mean the argument falls the same way. Think very carefully about how this might be different from what we heard before.
Back to the top. Clearly I'm missing something here. Alright, sorry about that. Quick break. Alright, so now we've gone through everything and we gotta find a point to challenge, right?
Maybe.
Let's see what we've got here. We've got your face is ugly, mankind is flawed, morality comes from gods, there are different gods. Okay. Let's see. Most deities agree that it is wrong to kill without cause.
Okay, what's the next one?
For surely, if things are good, the gods will agree upon them.
That doesn't. Wait, think about that. So, you say morality comes, what is good comes from what the gods like. But then he turns around and says, well, if things are good, the gods will agree upon them.
Yep. So.
But morality comes from the gods.
Exactly. So
that's our point.
It's circular here.
Nonsense.
What now, child?
Yeesh. He's glaring at me again. No, pull yourself together, Socrates. You have a point to make, so make it.
What did you intend to speak, child? Or you show nonsense for your own amusement? What?
Right, sorry. Okay, Euthyphro. The core of your argument is that morality comes from the gods, right?
Yes, my child.
And this is true because gods would only command what is good, yes?
Also true. There may be hope for you yet.
Is that so? Because I think you just revealed a major problem in your argument.
What? I have no idea what you mean, child.
Really? Well then, let me ask you one last question. Are things good because gods command them, or do gods merely command things because they are good?
Oh. What? How has no one ever brought this up to? Oh, my eyes twitching too. That's really cool.
Huh?
Look, Euthyphro. You've said over and over the gods would never ask us to do something bad. That they, restrict their commands to things which would be good for mankind. But in order for this to be true, wouldn't the things they command have to already be good? They would need to have value rooted in something other than the gods.
Oh, nice catch, Dad.
Thanks, Maya. The fact is, even in a world where gods existed, they could not be the source of good. They would merely serve to point out good things which already exist. Good things that are good because of, well, other things.
Excellent point, Socrates Jones. Very clearly presented.
Do I get style points for that one?
1 style point.
Yes!
2 pieces of flair.
Oh, what do I use these for? Can I use them to unlock cosmetics?
You pin. They are cosmetics. You pin them on your philosophy uniform.
Oh.
I agree. Though maybe I should coach you on vocab. Things isn't exactly a scholarly term. Well, things in themselves. I think you'll find things are a philosophical term.
Are you talking to yourself, Irie?
I'm not sure anymore.
Thanks, but I'm most concerned with Euthyphro's thoughts. What do you say, Euthyphro? Are moral actions good because gods command them, or do the gods command moral actions because they are good?
No. No. Just as I thought. Well, I'm talking for you now.
Just as I thought. You've got nothing. You talk a big game, but you clearly haven't thought your points through. There's no way I could accept this argument as my own. It's too whole-y.
Ha! Too holy.
Insolent wretch, I'll get you for that pun. I try to help save you, and this is how you repay me. You won't last to win your way out of here, child. The gods will smite you for your blasphemy.
Will they? Somehow I think I'll be fine. I've already died once after all. What more could happen?
Huh.
No. There are no limits on the extent of smiting, just you wait.
There are no limits on the ham.
And a smite for you, and a smite for you, and a smite for you. You will be nothing but a pile of dust, of smolder. Oh, a warning to all who dare insult the gods.
Silence.
No.
I believe we've heard enough from you, Euthyphro. Socrates was right to question you. In the end, your philosophy failed to measure up.
Oh, that's making me think like he did it the first time too.
Yeah, with the same point, no less. Go and reflect upon this.
But
Go and reflect.
all right, your green beardliness. Yes, Arbiter.
Our credibility meter is through the roof.
Man, we have so much credibility. I'd love it if there was... Oh. Hold the phone. Uh-oh.
Yes!
Chapter 2.
Okay, Dad. Regress?
Wait, what happened to my credibility meter? I was doing so good. Huh. To deteriorate into an earlier state?
Okay. Fallacy?
A logical flaw. Can't believe I'm being quizzed on vocabulary by my daughter.
And qualification.
Come
on, Dad.
Something you need to qualify? Like a law degree.
Close enough.
Can we stop now? I'm getting hungry. Is there Taco Bell in this place?
Only the form of tacos.
Damn it. I've tried those before. They do not taste anything like actual tacos.
Well, that depends. Promise not to stumble all over yourself like last time?
This is literally my first try at this. Give me a fucking break. I didn't do badly in that end. I earned all the style points. See? Arbiter gave me one. You saw it.
Yeah, you're at least smart enough not to accept Euthyphro's ideas. Everybody learns about that guy in year 1.
What? Oh.
Though, I could have done without the holy pun.
I'm trying to keep our spirits up. I'm allowed a bad pun or two.
Oh, are we Cartesian duelists now, huh, Dad?
Oh. I don't know what that means, but already I don't like it.
And this is your way of doing that.
I swear by my magnificent sweater vest. Alright, who's next?
I had a sweater vest once. I looked like an idiot.
You would look really good in a sweater vest.
I looked like an idiot. I thought I looked good in it. I was
no,
wrong.
but like, I'm imagining you in a sweater vest right now, and like with your particular style, you could pull that off.
See, that's what I thought, and I wasn't right. Maybe I needed a different sweater vest.
I that was then. This is now. Now you could.
There are many philosophers in the intelligible realm. One, however, has come forth with the claim that he knows you personally.
Knows me?
Yes. But that makes no sense. How could he possibly know you?
I don't know. Maybe one of my old fraternity friends became a famous philosopher without me knowing?
You have...
Okay, that's unnecessary. I know exactly where you're going with it, and it's unnecessary.
One of your friends? I doubt that.
You didn't have to say it.
Okay, who's this guy? Who's this guy?
I think it's your turn.
Okay. Well met, Socrates, my old friend and colleague. I believe I can help you on your quest to find the nature of morality.
I love your voice that you've given him. This is great. Thanks. Actually, I don't believe we've ever met before.
What? Oh, come on now. You must remember me. Look at this face. Surely a name comes to mind.
Dumbledore?
Protagoras, how could you have forgotten? We debated in Athens millennia ago.
But I've never been to Athens.
Athens, Georgia.
Oh, I've been to that Athens.
Are you not the great thinker Socrates?
No. Well, to be fair, I am a Socrates, but...
Enough. Even if you have sadly forgotten me, old friend, I will be happy to share my lessons with you. Well then, let us hold our discussion together in our own persons, making trial of the truth and of ourselves.
You are gonna have so much fun doing this.
Simple elimination will demonstrate morality can only come from one place. Your conversation with Euthyphro has demonstrated that morality doesn't come from the gods. And clearly, morality does not originate from the rocks and the trees. Thus, the only possible source of morality is human valuing. And I appreciate a philosopher who appreciates value. As you can see, man is truly the measure of all things. I hope my lesson was informative, my old friend.
You gotta keep it nasally. See, I've told you, Pythagoras, I don't know you.
Chill, Dad, you don't remember this guy? We met him in Athens.
What? Oh, Athens, Georgia.
At least he's being polite. You don't know how that'll change when she discovers you're an accountant.
And what is wrong with being an accountant? It's a perfectly acceptable profession.
Well, Socrates Jones, what do you think? Has Protagoras found the nature of morality?
Is he trying to bait me? I feel like I'm about to get... What was that word I already used? Jabated? I think I'd like to ask a few questions before I make that decision.
Certainly, my friend. Ask away.
Alright, let's give this another go. This game is so much fun.
Yeah, this is amazing.
This game slaps.
Simple elimination will
Okay.
demonstrate morality can only come from one place.
Alright, let's do the usual clarification and backing on these, and what do you mean by that?
When all other possible sources of morality are eliminated, the one that remains is indubitably true. This is how I intend to go about proving my conclusion.
Alright, fair, I appreciate it. That's a fair and reasonable statement of your argument. Can you back that up?
Give me time, my old friend. I'm getting to it.
Oh yeah, because that's literally the rest of what he said. Okay, fine. Can you explain what you mean?
I think my statement is pretty clear. But if you need to reference the source, please review your last argument.
Oh. I like how they call you out for just blindly asking for clarification or pressing for backing
But
on.
they don't punish you. They just meme on you.
They don't punish you, which is good, because in some of the Ace Attorney cases, they will punish you for just randomly pressing around without reason. Can you back that up?
Excuse me? I believe you did this yourself, did you not?
Right, never mind. Sorry, I feel like I'm just pressing around. Clearly, morality does not originate from rocks and trees.
Maybe it does.
What do you mean by that?
Morality is not derived from nature. The flow of the river, the movement of the clouds. Such things do nothing for our judgment.
What about the circumference of the moon?
Also irrelevant.
Good to know. I knew that suggestion was ridiculous. What evidence do you have to back that up?
Being a system that governs the actions of humans, there is little reason to believe that morality comes from the things that grow around us. Thus, in this case, I believe the burden of proof lies on you. Unless you can provide some evidence showing that morality does come from rocks and trees, I think Protagoras' assumption stands.
Right, okay then. Alright, not bad.
Thus.
What do you mean by human value? Human valuing. What does that mean? Is that something I'm gonna have to get HR involved with?
Wait, wrong voice. My apologies.
Oh,
see,
there you go. You
morality is
sounded
a
like
matter of
Socrates for a moment there.
preference.
You doing okay there, Protagoras?
As a result, it is different for each person. Therefore, whatever an individual believes to be right is right.
Okay. Ah. Oh. Ah, shit. Argument by elimination, huh? I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It's a classic deduction technique, Dad. If you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yes, Holmes, very nice. Still, classic or not, something about this just doesn't sit right with me. Better go back to the top and see if I can get more information out of him.
Well...
Alright, so let's go back to his newest statement here.
Yeah, let's...
And let's clarify and back this.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, my friend, but I'm not sure how to clarify that further.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the problem.
What do you have to support that?
It's the only remaining option, my friend. Is that not enough?
Hold on, Protagoras.
Yes, friend?
Look, I understand what you're going for here, but I can't help but feel that an argument based entirely on elimination is a bit weak. I mean, no matter how many sources you eliminate, there's always the possibility that there are others you have overlooked. If I'm to accept your argument, I would like it to be supported by something more.
Indeed, I was just thinking the same thing. Yes, I suppose you have a point.
Also, do you need like a tissue or something, or?
No.
You sure? All right.
What do you think the purple thing tied around my neck is for?
Oh, do you wash it? Oh, that's disgusting. Why would you keep it near your face?
Gotta catch the drip and the back spray.
This is just rude now. All right, moving on.
You are just as insightful as I remember, Socrates. Very well. Let me approach this lesson from a different angle. When it comes down to it, morality is a matter of values. However, different people form different values. There are no things upon which everyone can agree. It would be arrogant to presume that any position is wrong. Thus, we can only conclude that morality is entirely relative. And there we go. Huh, how interesting.
How does his fucking his fucking mask eyes do the
Animatronics.
Wow, was that expensive? Did you get that custom?
I built it.
Wow, do you do like fursuit commissions? I hear there's a huge market there.
Yes. I visited the fur realm. I like this argument. It says I can do whatever I want.
That's not what he's saying. At least I hope not.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, really?
Well, Socrates?
Once again, I'd like to ask a few more questions.
Oh, geez, again. Of course, my friend, ask
I thought
away.
we were friends. Is this not what we did? All right, so let's do the usual here. Morality is a matter of values. Clarify that. What do you mean by that?
My values, I mean the personal preferences of individuals. For example, one may hold certain actions in very high esteem, noble sacrifice for instance, while holding nothing but disgust for other actions like wanton thievery. If you truly are confused, I recommend you check a dictionary.
Boosh! I like how we'll get in trouble for going for the ad hominem, but they can just do it wantonly.
Yeah. To be fair, we can't see their credibility bar.
That's true. Can you back that up?
I don't believe I need to, my friend. The definition of morality is values which distinguish between right and wrong, is it not? So I think my statement stands firm.
Oh, alright then. So unless we disagree on what the nature of okay, fine. Fine. People form different values. Can you clarify that? Different values? Like how this next button won't press? Oh my god, if this next button does... There we go.
Yes, people believe in different things. They have different preferences. You have to admit, Dad, that's pretty clear.
Where did you come from, Ari? What evidence do you have to support this?
You just finished debating with Euthyphro. Tell me, what do you think he valued?
Piety, the gods, and being a condescending jerk?
Well, that last one's universal.
Oh, universal for everyone or universal for the people here?
Indeed, and do you value these same things?
Nope.
Exactly, you two built your moral systems upon different values. This is just one example. In the world, there are many more.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Alright, let's see. No things upon which everyone can agree. What do you mean by that?
Not only may people's values differ, they may lead them to make entirely contradictory conclusions. Much like the gods of Euthyphro.
Can you back that up? I find that hard to believe.
Is that so? You remember our old Athenian democracy, do you not?
If I say no, are you gonna stop helping me? Sure, why not?
Well then, surely you must also remember that on most issues people disagreed on what was the right way to vote. Some thought our penalties for crime were too harsh, while others thought our penalties were not harsh enough. Why, as you know, it was even argued that you should be put to death for speaking out.
Wait, what? Speech penalty got added to the ideas. So we already asked him for backing on that one. Okay. Arrogant to presume that any position is wrong. Okay. What do you mean by that?
It is not our place to decide if another's moral perspective is wrong.
Why would it be arrogant?
Oh, come now. Do you really believe we have the right to say that one who believes that eating beef is immoral is more correct than one who is against eating chicken?
Wait, what? It's a rather silly example coming from an academic.
As you can see, there is no way we can say that one moral system is better than
I
another.
guess.
Thus, we can only conclude that morality is entirely relative.
What do you mean by that?
By relative to the individual, I mean that
Getting
each
tired of doing
person
that
may
voice yet?
decide for himself what is right and what is wrong. It's my voice.
You getting
How
tired of
could I
doing
get
that?
tired of it? It's just my voice.
You
Oh, how
sure?
rude. I believe the context should help illuminate my point.
Back that up. Can you back that up?
I believe I just did.
All right. I think that's the end of the argument. Yep. Okay. At least he's built his. Oh, sorry.
Well, at least he's built his argument up now.
A little bit more, but still not sure I'm willing to bet our lives on it. Surely morality cannot be that subjective. Because there's nothing to do but start from the top again. All right. So what do we have to challenge him with? Your face is ugly, and speech penalty. According to Protagoras, some people believe that those who speak out should be put to death.
So, I think that seems like a good one to challenge its arrogance to say anybody else is wrong. What if their moral perspective is that other moral perspectives are wrong?
Yeah, let's challenge that.
Nonsense!
Hold it right there, old friend. I still can't buy your argument. You claim that it is impossible to say that someone else's values are wrong. That is simply not true.
Oh, come now, old friend. Not impossible, arrogant. Do you really believe we have the...
And I'd like to put forth a different example. You yourself said that there are individuals who believe that those who speak out should be executed, did you not?
Of course.
Well, I was thinking about the position of these individuals. It occurred to me, without a free and open debate, we wouldn't even be able to discuss the things we are here.
Oh, excellent observation, Socrates.
Thank you, Arbiter. Protagoras, just for a moment, consider the consequences of that argument. If free speech were punished so, society would stagnate, sincere science and thought would come to a halt. Such side effects should not result from logical thinking.
But, gah.
Free speech is one of many things now considered to be rights. Society is improved by their existence. Can you really argue that those who believe such things should be persecuted have validation? I hardly think it arrogant to express doubts in this position.
Dad, this is actually kind of impressive.
Well, I am an overconfident white man in my mid 40s, so, you know, I've got like oodles of unearned confidence here.
Indeed, well constructed, Socrates.
The fact is, while you can argue that most things are based upon the individual, your philosophy falls apart when dealing with extremes. Such positions are indefensible, regardless of what an individual thinks. And thus, morality cannot be entirely determined by the individual.
Nonsense!
Oh,
I appreciate the energy, old friend, and you have raised some good points. I must confess, though, I am a little confused as to why you have suddenly changed your position on free speech.
wait, what?
The original Socrates was anti-free speech, Dad.
What the fuck? He was? Why do we...
Though, come to think of it, that didn't stop him from complaining when he was put to death for blasphemy.
Wow, what the hell?
Everyone makes mistakes.
Oh, regardless, my counter-argument is solid, right?
No, not quite.
What? You hear that? That's the thought police coming for you.
You raised some good points, but not perfect points.
And I demand the perfect counter-argument, just like Franziska von Karma.
Give me a moment, and I will show you the flaws in what you just proposed.
Man, I love the space you're working in here with this guy. Like, I'm sad I don't get a chance here.
It is true, my friend, that most people agree on things such as free speech. However, that does not mean that such things are universal goods. For example, if one was to yell fire in a crowded theater, causing mayhem and panic, it is hard to see how that instance of speech would then be good. As morality is affected by situation, it cannot be objective. And there you have it.
I like how the arguments seem to be getting more nuanced as we go along.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Euthyphro wasn't shit, but, you know, Protagoras here, still not shit, but at least it's like, you can see the construction of what he's putting together, and it's like, okay, this is at least thought out and coherent. And
Well, even so, I don't know necessarily that Euthyphro's point isn't shit. I'd say that's a common perspective, both historically and today, on what morality would be.
I'm saying he ain't shit.
True.
I'm absolutely saying he ain't shit.
But it's something that's like, this is a good point. If you are a theist,
Mhm.
if you see a god as the source of morality, that's an argument you gotta
Oh my
be able
god,
to confront and have an answer for.
it's like the basilisk, but for theism. Please sound off in the comments. Not about anything in particular, just sound off.
Yeah, just make some sounds.
Make some sounds, please.
Rights as a legal institution may be good, but the morality of how you use them can vary. Very interesting points. Very well. Socrates, you may now ask Protagoras your questions.
Of course, Arbiter. All right, let's do our usual.
All right.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
The principles you named earlier, such as free speech, are indeed widely held. That is all I am saying here.
Can you back that up?
My friend, you seem to have an unfortunate habit of questioning your own conclusions.
Yeah, listen.
Perhaps you would like to withdraw them.
Just testing how well you understood my points is all. Definitely not just clicking through. Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, me too.
You doing all right there, old friend?
I'm allergic to forms.
What do you mean by that?
Simply put, nothing is absolute.
And the only absolute thing is nothing.
When we think something is a universal truth, we are probably failing to account for all possibilities.
That's not an unreasonable thing. Can you back that up for me?
Be patient, my friend. That is the next part of my lecture.
Yeah. Oh, fire in a crowded theater. What do you mean by that?
Yelling things to deliberately create panic hardly seems an unquestionable good, does it? That is all I'm trying to say here.
Okay. Can you back that up? I really don't see what's wrong with yelling, fire!
What? Fire? Where?
God damn it, Voltaire, you gotta...
Oh my god, we're all going to die. We're already dead and we're going to die.
Ah!
Gentlemen! Worry not. There is no fire. Socrates, refrain from causing unnecessary panic in the future.
Sorry.
I deduct you one piece of flair.
Damn it.
Old friend, I believe you have just demonstrated my point. I
That's kind of cheeky.
wish our credibility meter went down.
That's kind of cheeky.
You should always have the right to speak carelessly, but that does not mean doing so is good.
That's one of those counter arguments that only works because we're in a video game and you can script things to happen. But fine, I'll allow it.
As morality is affected by situation, it cannot be objective.
What do you mean by that? What you talking about, Foo?
I think my statement is pretty clear, my friend. Your argument simply does not hold water. Morality still comes from the individual.
Ah, is that what he's saying? We should pay attention to that statement.
Yeah.
Can you back that up?
I believe I just did. Okay, but can we press that for relevance? Because he was arguing it comes from the individual. This is saying it depends on situation.
Ooh, let's keep that in mind. Let's press the rest of his statements before we make our move. I like that though. Let's see if we can get anything else out of him before we make our move. Because there's no reason not to get all the cards in our hand first. The new argument goes in such a different direction. I'm not sure how to deal with it.
Yes, it's quite a different direction, isn't it? One almost wonders if it all connects.
Well, regardless, back to the top.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay. Uh-oh, music didn't stop. How is that related to your conclusion?
That is my conclusion. Oh, that's the wrong voice. That is my conclusion.
Is it? I mean, if I remember correctly, your philosophy is that morality comes from the individual, right?
Yes, my friend, that is correct.
I see. Protagoras, you've indeed raised an interesting counterpoint to mine.
Thank you, old friend. Does that mean you are ready to accept the validity of my teachings?
On the contrary, you see, you've also demonstrated why it would be foolish to do so.
What?
You just argued that morality can be affected by situation, correct?
Yes.
That actions would be correct in one place would be incorrect in another?
Indeed, where are you going with this?
Well, it's an interesting observation, but it runs against the grain of what you said earlier. For if morality is affected by situation, then there are clearly factors other than the individual that affect it.
Oh, wow, that's right. I don't believe it.
It seems to me you have two choices, but both have the same result. You could either maintain the assertion that morality is situation dependent, and your philosophy is undermined, or you could retract it, thus giving credibility to my original complaint. But either way, the idea that morality is entirely individual is thrown into question. What do you have to say to that?
Ha!
Is that an SOS?
It's not.
Oh.
Wait, it is. It
That's
is.
really funny.
Or is it long, 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 short, 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 long, long, long? I can't remember which one's the SOS
Oh,
suddenly.
it might be an invert. Okay, whatever.
I think that is. I think that is correct. Sound off in the comments in Morse code at me if I'm wrong. I could just look it up, but I won't. Huh, Socrates, your rhetorical techniques have not dulled in all these years even. Perhaps my position is indeed on shakier ground than I realized. You have given me much to consider. I could write a thesis on it all.
And you too, Protagoras. Don't worry about me, I'm just looking up the SOS. It's short, 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 long, 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 short, short, short.
Yeah, so we had it.
No, because the one we had would... Oh yeah, we did.
We got it.
You may just have been on something with your idea that the correct action can change based on the situation. Finding out why it does, that's going to be the hard part.
Protagoras, you are dismissed. Thank you for your input. Thank you, Arbiter. Socrates, I believe you have it in you to win this great wager, just as you did before.
Wait, what?
Goodbye, my old friend.
Can you explain that?
Are we Socrates? For real?
Are we actually just, like, reincarnated Socrates?
Probably.
Wait, what did he mean as you did before?
I thought you would have figured it out by now.
Huh?
Taking on the Arbiter's challenge is no easy task. In fact, throughout all of time, only one has ever
Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
had his wish granted.
Only one?
Yes, your namesake.
Wow. Shit.
The great thinker Socrates, the wisest man in Athens. Unlike the other philosophers, Socrates was never sure of his ideas. He was always questioning, always challenging himself and others in pursuit of the truth. Never satisfied with any of the answers that were provided until he disappeared. Disappeared? Yes, without a trace. Simply vanished into the ether, never to be seen again.
Someone give him hemlock again. What happened to him? Was his wish to leave?
No one is quite sure. The last person to see Socrates on this plane was René Descartes. And according to Descartes, the only thing Socrates said was, "I found it."
He found it?
You know, it.
It?
Wow.
Like the Stephen King novel? That's my namesake? I really hope I'm not expected to live up to that. Ugh. Thankfully, I'm in a Flash game, so things should be pretty easy from here on out. And we back. The social contract. Well, the original Socrates may have bested the Arbiter's challenge, but that's 2 philosophers down, and I don't feel any closer to our goal.
It always seems to be just out of reach, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, Ari. Thank you for showing up.
Do not worry, there are still near infinite perspectives to examine. In fact, I already have another philosopher ready for you to debate.
Why are you lining them up? Wonderful.
So, who's the next philosopher? Is it another Greek dude? Because frankly, I'm getting sick of Greek dudes.
Ari, didn't I raise you better than that?
No, this one is British. Oh, how exciting!
Yes, I am simply ecstatic.
What's the matter, Socrates? Do you no longer wish to continue?
Hold on, I never said that. Of course I wish to continue.
Dad. Very well then, give me a moment, Socrates, and I will wheel out the new philosopher.
Wait, wheel him out?
Just roll him out there. Just toss him. Just bling. Okay.
Hi? Arbiter, are you sure this is the right guy? He isn't doing anything.
Maybe he's dead?
We're all dead, Ari. Bah, humbug!
Eep, he can speak.
Of course I can speak, you silly girl. I just choose not to. You waste time with small words, and small words are the money of fools. Arbiter, who is this guy? You may refer to me as Thomas Holmes.
Oh my god, where's Calvin?
Shut the fuck up. You should know, Mr. Jones, that my mother gave birth to twins, myself and Fear. By the end of the day, you'll be thoroughly acquainted with both of us. Okay, that's some actually grade A shit talk right there. Well, geez, isn't he just a dramatic one?
Hobbs, you may present your argument.
Of course, Arbiter. Allow me to begin by describing to you the natural state of man. In the natural state, men find themselves equal and in competition for resources. Being selfish, they will go to any lengths to achieve their desires. This sets them at odds with every other man, creating a constant state of war. Ceaseless conflict makes life nasty, brutish, and short. And there we go, the natural state of mankind. But wait, you said nothing about morality. Of course not. In the natural state, there is no morality. There is nothing binding us to respect one another, nothing stopping us from killing each other. Wait, what?
Well, that's depressing.
And ridiculous. Of course there's a sense of right and wrong. Murder, there's no way this philosophy can possibly be the correct answer. Oh, you seem rather sure of yourself, Mr. Jones. Shall we put your theories to the test? Gladly.
Careful.
I'm just gonna try to bait us out by using our naive assumption here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go around and question this. What do you mean by that? Left to their own, men will want all the same things, but they cannot all get them.
Everybody wants infinite houses, as you know.
I believe, as one of your modern-day philosophers put it, everybody wants to rule the world. Was that how they put it? Can you support that statement? Mr. Jones, in the natural state, no man orders any other about. They all compete as equals using their own natural facilities. The things we desire, food, water, and shelter, for example, they are not unlimited in quantity. The amount of people wanting vastly outstrips the quantity of the wanted. As a result, men must compete for their desires. All right. What do you mean by that? Men see what they want, and they will grub and squabble if necessary to get it, even to the extent of stabbing each other in the back. Can you back that up? Tell me, Mr. Jones, why do you stand here debating philosopher after philosopher? Do you simply do it for the fun of it?
Well,
I mean, well, no, it's the only way I can get home. Exactly, like all men, you are motivated by personal interest. So motivated that you'll try something you as an accountant are not inclined to do. Think. Boosh. As you can see, my point stands strong. I still love how all of them get to dunk on him, and he's just like,
Yeah.
This is the middle. Every other map. Clarify that. What do you mean by that? I'm gonna give him a really strong American accent now, so as to differentiate him from Mr. Hobbs. Unable to achieve the same ends, men must fight to gain an upper hand. In such a world, force and fraud are the only cardinal virtues.
Eesh, talk about a bleak view of humanity. I love how her scarf reacts to her emotions.
It's very cute. Can you support that statement? As men will do anything possible to achieve their goals, and they will do the same. They all want the same thing. In the natural state, they have nothing to do but fight. Will two starving men let the other have the last slice of bread? Will two people in love with the same subject ever concede with ease? Of course not. In the natural state, when people want the same thing, they fight for it. Thus men are at war always and forever. Is that so? What do you mean by that? It sounds like you just name dropped the one thing that everyone knows about your philosophy. Everyone fights endlessly from the womb to the grave. This tends to lend itself to a low standard of living. Can you support that statement? Indeed, it comes in three parts. The first is that it is nasty. That in the natural state of one of constant war, death is everywhere, disease, discomfort. Second is that it is brutish. With constant war, men are driven to do terrible things to one another, relying on brute strength to overcome one another. Instead of arguing with you, I'd be beating you over the head with a rock.
Brandishes rock.
What? Why do you have an actual rock?
Object lesson. Thwack.
Upon hearing this, she casually tossed aside a rather large rock. And the third, that it is short. It's clearly long ago when men lived in the natural state, their lives were much shorter than ours are today. The average age of death was in the mid-20s. You would be considered a very old man indeed. And so my statement is supported. The portrait is so absolute and grim. I know it can't be right. Why is this guy so respected? There's no way this will win my way home.
Be careful, Dad.
I wish you would stop saying that. You can handle this. Just need to find the problem and point it out, so we can have a discussion with someone who actually knows what he's talking about. Alright, so let's see what we've got to challenge him with. We've got a couple things. We've got your face is ugly. The natural state. According to Hobbes, in the natural state, every man is in constant war with others. Mankind is selfish. Hobbes believes that man will always seek the greatest benefit to the self. People work together. People often help each other in order to further the overall good. Where are we getting this statement from? Is this just something we're asserting?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we reasonably take that to be...
Yeah, people have worked together on things.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess what's a challenge best? Constant state of war?
Yeah. We don't have a constant state of war.
Yeah, we don't.
That's not true. We're working together right now.
Nonsense!
Hobbes, your argument here is about as weak as they come. You claim that people are in a constant state of war, but I see people cooperate every day. Is that so? Yes, societies are in fact built upon such cooperation. Employees in a business collaborate to create a product.
The perfect product, in fact.
Even though it's more like they're exploited, but you know what, never mind. That's a discussion for another time. Construction workers get together to build a house. Police work together to... Well, you know...
Police get together to suppress domestic protests.
They are working together, you can't deny that.
Yeah, it's cooperation.
It's cooperation.
Philosophers work together to find the truth.
Exactly. Thank you, Arbiter. Well, Thomas Hobbes, if people were always at war, none of these things would be possible. Society as we know it wouldn't exist. What do you have to say to that? I say that you are merely an observer of the obvious, Mr. Jones. You insult my intelligence? Do you really think I hadn't considered such things? A sense of morality is what allows us to cooperate in such a fashion. But wait, hold on. You said earlier there was no morality. Indeed. In the natural state, this is true. However, in such a state it is extremely uncomfortable. We have long since moved beyond it. Allow me to explain to you, Mr. Jones, the step you have missed. At the core of mankind's self-interest is survival. However, in the natural state, there is no security. Thus, mankind is impelled to seek peace, forming contracts between individuals.
Contract? Make a contract with me?
Contract?
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 Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Magical Girl show, but where the contract is the social contract.
That's incredible.
And they're all contracted with dead philosophers like Hobbes and Rousseau and so on.
This sounds amazing.
It's
from such exchanges that our sense of morality is born. There you have it. Our moral rules, our society, our political systems, they all come from the social contract.
a very compelling argument indeed.
How did this happen? I thought for sure we were ready to move on.
You walked right into that one, Dad. Helped him set it up and everything.
I don't think there was a way for me to advance without doing that, Ari.
That's true, nevertheless. Hobbes is one of the most prominent social contract philosophers. It's only natural he took his argument in this direction.
What? You knew this? Why didn't you warn me?
Sorry, I just assumed you already knew.
You know I'm a dipshit.
I mean, it's not uncommon knowledge, you know? Is there a problem, Socrates?
Or are you ready to accept the truth of my argument?
Wait, did his accent just change?
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, his argument seems pretty solid now, that's for sure. But something built on a premise so grim, I can't just accept it without examination. Arbiter, I'd like to ask Mr. Hobbes a few questions. Bah, scholastic thinking, I hardly see the attraction in it.
Come now, Hobbes.
Very well, Mr. Jones. Give it a shot, let's see how it goes. His accent is whatever I think might be British at that moment.
Or self-interest is survival. Okay, is it?
So, let's question that. But why did I copy when it's my turn to read? What do you mean by that? Above all else, we want to live. Power and knowledge don't mean anything to the dead. Unless you're stuck forever debating in some twisted philosophical afterlife. I have to get the fuck out of here. Come on. Can you back that up? Tell me, Mr. Jones, do you enjoy being dead? Yeah, it hasn't been so bad, actually.
Now that you mention it.
Oh? Yeah, it's been great. I've been meeting cool people, I like you. I may have mistaken for a several thousand-year-old missing person. Of course I would rather still be alive. I need to live. I'm very lively, I'll have you know. I think most people my age would do anything to stay alive. And I just made your point for you. Indeed, you have my gratitude, Mr. Jones. What do you mean by this? In the natural state, anyone is free to do whatever they please. This includes actions which would cause harm to other people. If we were in the natural state and I felt the desire, I could kill you without consequence, Mr. Jones, assuming you were not already dead, of course. Boosh. Is he threatening me? I hope you do understand just how little security the natural state affords. Can you back that up? Our previous discussion illustrated the dangers of the natural state, Mr. Jones. But how can we know the state actually exists?
That's easy, it's called Ohio.
Oh, how do you know about Ohio?
That's all there is.
It did more or less in the distant past. Before civilizations developed, ancient man was in much the same condition as he would be in the natural state. All this is supported by archaeology as well as study of modern hunter-gatherer species.
Societies, perhaps?
You might say that we live in a society. I got that from my favorite modern philosopher. His name was the Joker. Wait, what exactly do you mean by contracts?
Indeed, this could use some elaboration.
Very well, by contract I refer to an agreement between individuals. In such contracts, we agree to give up some of our personal freedoms, particularly our freedom to harm. Because others do as well, such an agreement confers unto everyone greater security. Huh, interesting. Can you clarify the thing you just clarified? What do you mean by this? The mutual forfeiture of rights creates a society where everyone is more secure. But most of an individual's benefits from the social contract come from other people giving up their rights? That is correct. Interesting. Can you support this statement? Yourself gave countless examples of people working together. Do those not suffice? When the stronger man agrees to guard the weak in exchange for pay, that instant a contract is formed.
All right, ANCAP.
Met a very lovely lady the other day. What was her name?
Begone, individualist.
What exactly do you mean by that? I mean to say that morality comes from the social contract. We form treaties, and these treaties determine what we are allowed to do. Can you back that up for me? Assuming, as we have, that the natural state exists, and in the natural state man is free to do whatever he pleases, we can only conclude that restrictive morality we know comes from the contracts formed between men.
Can we?
Well, he's certainly good at this.
He's famous for a reason, Dad.
He's famous? I thought he was a tiger.
Yeah, he stars in a famous comic book series.
Oh, wow. Are we finished, Mr. Jones? I can't show weakness with these people. They're like sharks. There's got to be a problem here. This can't be the answer. Okay, so let's see what we've got to challenge him with. We've got your face is ugly. We've got the natural states. According to Hobbes, the natural state, every man is in constant war with others. Mankind is selfish. Hobbes believes that man will always seek the greatest benefit to the self. People work together. People often help each other in order to further the overall good. Okay. So, let's see. So security. If we're selfish, why would we agree to do that? Because we want the security.
Because we want to survive.
We want to survive, most of all, and the... Yeah. So exchange of sense of morality is born. Okay. Agreeing to give up freedoms in exchange for... Maybe the point is, why would we do that if we're selfish? Wouldn't it just be easier for me to kill you rather than give up my freedom?
Well, it depends. Are we the strongest?
We might be. I don't know, that's a good point. What else have we got to challenge him with? The people work together bit doesn't seem like a good counter argument because he's already putting forth a pretty decent set of reasons for why that's happening.
Mm-hmm. Is it a something doesn't follow thing?
From such exchanges that our sense of morality is born. So...
Is it, though? Perhaps things really are moral. I don't know if that's the direction the game wants it to take it. That's my main thought, though. Just because, even if it is the case that the natural state is horrible, and we make social contracts to further our survival by giving up our rights, that doesn't mean that is good or that is where the good comes from.
I don't think we have a way to raise that objection, though.
With questioning the
question relevance? Do you want to try that? We've got some credibility to spare here.
It depends how much faith you have in my ethics.
What is Ari's hint for this one? She doesn't give us a hint. Okay. Let's see. You can always see your face is ugly. The natural state, we're all at war with each other. Mankind is self. Will always seek the greatest benefit to the self. People. Okay. I think that's the key, is that there's some contradiction between man seeking the greatest benefit for themselves and voluntarily giving up rights. Why would the strongest person agree to do this? The strongest person has no benefit.
Do they?
If they're the strongest,
they no longer have to exercise their strength.
Right, but they aren't gaining anything from this. They're already secure because they're the strongest. They don't have anything to fear from themselves because they are the strongest person around. What are they gaining from giving up those rights? They're just voluntarily giving away. They're voluntarily saying, okay, I won't kill you, and decide to protect other people. At no gain to themselves. They don't gain any security from it.
Well, the archetypical case that he gave was that, the strong agrees to protect the weak, and the weak pays the strong.
Yeah, but who cares
So-
about that? The strong can just take what they want.
Perhaps.
I-
But in this case, they get a thing they want and don't have to fight for it. I don't know. We can definitely give it a shot. If you have a way that you feel is good for pressing that, we should give it a shot.
I don't think we would agree to give up those rights if we think we're selfish.
Okay.
That's the way I want to go with this.
Okay.
Do you want to give that a shot?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Nonsense!
Hold it right there, Hobbes. I'll admit the individual parts of your philosophy sound good on paper, but they don't work quite so well when viewed as a whole. Is that so? Do explain. All right, you ambiguously British man. Your social contract theory is based on the idea that people are selfish, correct? Indeed. And that they will go to any lengths to improve their own prosperity? Correct, which is why contracts must be formed.
I am a little confused. What exactly is the problem, Socrates?
Isn't it apparent by now? The only benefits of the social contract come from other people giving up their rights, and people are as selfish as you claim. What's there to stop these oh-so-selfish individuals from breaking a contract after it's made?
Okay, so you're right. You got it. Whoa.
I love the music in
Whoa.
this. The music in this is tasty.
Why? That is a very good question.
Working off Hobbes' own theory of human nature, men will always seek the most advantageous situation. Well, the most advantageous situation for anyone would be that they kept their rights when others give them up. So why would people ever keep their contracts? Okay, so he's taking a little bit different direction than I had thought, but because my thought was, why would they get into it in the first place? But he was like, well, okay, well, if they get into it, why would they keep it when there's no benefit? But okay, roughly, I get it.
They wouldn't.
Of course not. Everyone would stab each other in the back the moment they could get away with it. Hobbes, your ideas taken all together are self-defeating. There's no way the social contract could be formed in the way you've described.
Nonsense!
Jeez, that objection. Who are you, Mr. Von Karma? You don't know who that is yet, sorry. Mr. Jones, you're getting carried away. I think I've made good points. Laughter is nothing more than a reaction to sudden glory, Mr. Jones. In your case, the glory you're reacting to is quite artificial. What? All these things you're saying, they have occurred to me. They are, in fact, the obvious progression of thought. Much like yourself, being a thought-ass motherfucker. The fact that any self-interested man would break his contract is a problem, which is why I came up with the next step in the thought process. I've had literally thousands of years to think this shit through. You think you're really going to trip me up on just... Who do you take me for? The next step... Without obligation, selfish individuals are indeed likely to break the contract. However, such obligation can easily be created by fear, namely fear of repercussions. This fear can in turn be created by empowering a sovereign. Such a ruler could then deal out punishments to those who break the contract. As a result, the moral systems of the contract would remain intact. I already see how we're gonna object to this one. And there we go. As you can see, Mr. Jones, my philosophy is quite sustainable. Because why would any of the contract apply to the sovereign?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for jumping ahead. The social contract simply needs proper enforcement. You know what? I think I actually miss talking to you, Thifro.
Dad, are you gonna be okay?
I don't know if there's a problem here, Ari. I mean, we just needed to find out the nature of morality. Maybe this is it.
You honestly believe that? Do you think that morality is found in the rules dictators enforce?
Well, no.
Well then, keep looking. There has to be a flaw in his argument somewhere. Are you two quite done chatting over there? Are you two
Thank you for
quite
clarifying
done
that.
chatting over there?
Yeah, Arbiter, sorry. Hobbes, you may have thought through my previous challenges, but my life depends on my only accepting the true nature of morality, and somehow I just can't accept that this is it.
That's too bad, because
Bah! Humbug. Very well then, Mr. Jones. I have all the time in the world. Examine away, you thought-ass motherfucker. Oh shit. You hear the music now?
Oh.
We've got some fucking yes-ass organ in here. Like, when did this become a fucking prog rock breakdown?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is great! What do you mean by that? As you observe, men will break the contract to their own benefit. Keeping them from doing such requires either great incentive towards keeping it, or disincentive from breaking it. Can you back that up? Can you support that statement? Oh yes, just give me a moment. Ahem. The most advantageous situation for anyone would be that they keep their rights while others give them up. Everyone would stab each other in the back the moment they could get away with it. My name is Socrates Jones, and I am an imbecile. There, enough support for you? Yeah, I believe that'll do. I know it's gonna happen every time, but I'm gonna keep doing it because it's great. This music slaps. What do you mean by this? Fear repels us from its source. If breaking the contract was connected with something men feared, they would be compelled to respect it. So like a horde of zombies? Excuse me? Well, people fear zombies, so if breaking the contract was tied to unleashing zombies.
I think my dad gets it. Let's move on.
For once, we agree. Can you back this up? Tell me, Mr. Jones, are you familiar with the concept of hell? In Christian religions, fear of hell is used as a major motivator in keeping the tenets of the faith. For many, is an even more effective motivator than the promise of heaven. Spare the rod, spoil the child. There are countless situations in which fear is used to enforce the public good. Alright. Let's see. Fear can in turn be powering a sovereign. What do you mean by this exactly? Simple. The people give power to a ruler who is able to enforce the contract. By give power, you mean form an agreement with? Indeed. As in a contract? Yes. In exchange for the power, he grants order and protection. Interesting. Sovereign forms a contract with people to enforce their rules. Okay. Oh, this is a new statement now. This is probably what we're going to need to mess with.
Yep.
Because that's how Ace Attorney works.
Yep.
Okay. Can you clarify the thing you just... What do you mean by this? The people agree to obey the sovereign. They give him power.
Do
In return, the sovereign punishes those who disobey the social contract. Can you back that up?
Yes. Monarchy is definitely a voluntary contract with the people. That's
What do you
how
have to support this statement?
happens.
There's an agreement between the people and their protector. If the protector fails his duties, his people may rebel. In this way, people form a contract with their ruler. Such a ruler could then deal out punishments to those who break the contract. What if the ruler breaks the contract?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Imprisonment, flaying, hanging. A ruler would be able to deal out justice as appropriate to those who deserve it. Can you back that statement up? Do you know what the law is? Yes. I am the law! Excuse me. Have you ever heard of the law without the government? The higher power of the sovereign is necessary for such enforcing systems to exist. And I believe that's the... Oh, nope, we got one more. As a result, moral systems contract would remain intact. What do you mean by that? The sovereign provides the obligation to the social contract needs to survive. Can you back that up? Well, society hasn't fallen apart yet, has
Well,
it? What are you coming from? So man, for all his inadequacies, must be doing something right.
have you found anything yet, Dad?
I'm thinking. Okay, I know there's a problem here. I can feel it, but where is it? Back to the top. Okay, so what do we have to challenge him?
Yeah, what do we got? Oh, contracts need to be enforced.
Oh, that's...
People work together. They're kind of selfish.
Every contract requires obligations power enough to enforce the moral. So who's enforcing the contract with the sovereign?
Who watches the watchers? Who
Yeah.
sovereigns the sovereigns?
Sovereign forms a contract with the people to enforce their rules. He did say that fear of rebellion would keep the sovereign enforcing it, so maybe that's his counter.
If the sovereign fears the people enough to obey the rules, how could the sovereign be powerful enough to enforce the law on the people?
Huh.
If one of them's powerful enough to inflict fear on the other and force them into line, then that one's the more powerful and could do what it desires through its selfish need. That's my thought.
Such a ruler could then deal out punishments to those who break the contract. I think that's it. Contracts need to be enforced.
Yeah.
Do we want to do contracts need to be enforced?
Is it on this one, or is it on the one where he says contracts? The one where it was a new statement, and we're like, we'll need to interact with that one. That was 2 back from here.
Contracts need to be enforced. Yep, yeah, that's it. Because who's going to enforce this contract between the two of them? Right?
Yeah.
Like, because the sovereign's agreeing to form the contract that everyone was already agreeing to, but who's enforcing the contract that the sovereign is making between him and the people?
Mm-hmm.
Nonsense!
Hobbs, I admit that your philosophy is very interesting from a political perspective. But as a basis of morality, it simply won't stand. Mr. Jones, even now you lack sensible qualities such as fear. Haven't you learned not to make such brash statements? Boosh. Brash? This time I think not.
Boys, enough grandstanding. Get to the point.
Hobbs, you said that the source of our obligation to the social contract is in the pressures laid upon us by the sovereign. Is that correct? Yes. And the sovereign's power to apply such pressures comes from a contract between him and the people, yes? Absolutely. Well then, Hobbs, answer me this. What obligates the king to follow his contract with his people? Yep. We only called that before this part started,
Yeah.
but it's like we did this in Philosophy 101. You may have had a layer of obligation, Hobbs, but you haven't fixed anything.
Obligation.
Oh, that's very good.
Obligation.
I like that. Can I use that? Obligation.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that one's mine.
Oh, okay.
I'll sell it to you.
For how much?
2 pieces of flair.
I never got any flair.
Okay.
The problem is still exactly the same. The king, being selfish, will take advantage of his people. And we're back where we started. No matter, just another moment of your time and I will lay out what binds the king to his contract. More?
Nonsense!
I don't need to hear it, Hobbs. What? What? How dare you? Fact is, we can do this forever. I can continue to point out the lack of obligation in your morality. You continue to attempt to provide a source. You are curing the symptoms and not the disease. The question you need to answer is not what obligates the king. The source of the obligation is the social contract. There can only be another contract. Instead, answer me this. What obligates us to keep our contract? What makes them the source of morality? Can you answer this, Hobbs? Well... Why
There
did
we
your
go.
music change? That's a very good tune.
See, that's the point I made like
Yeah.
3 or 4 layers ago.
Yeah, I know. It's like we might be cheating and
Yeah.
caught ahead on. We're cheating by knowing it already. We cheated by learning and memorizing the things beforehand. That's a trick no one ever tells you about. You can just memorize shit.
You can just learn topics
You can cheat by
of
knowing
interest
things.
to you.
That's the core of your problem, Hobbs. Morality based in contracts leads to an infinite regression of obligations. Thus, it can't possibly be the true source. Gah!
Wow, Dad, let's see him counter that.
Well, Hobbs, how can something that requires obligation be the source of all obligation? It just doesn't make sense. Your philosophy is hobbled, Hobbs. Well, you see, preposterous. The sovereign will, the fear creates in us mechanical drive to, I love how we get the Ace Attorney
Ah!
breakdowns, too. That's really good. Socrates, do you know what my last words were before I died? Now I'm about to take my last voyage. A great leap into the dark. I desired rest, a life finally free from fear and discomfort. I did not wish to be trapped in this realm, debating for all eternity. Accepting the Arbiter's challenge was a foolish choice, Mr. Jones. But needless to say, I can see why you did so. Ignorant as you are, pay attention. For you have given me reason to re-examine my principles. I shall now take my leave.
Gracious
God,
and
so at the end of
defeat,
this,
at least.
what? Yeah, I gotta say, he's the first one to be like, well,
No.
Protagoras was also pretty gracious.
Yeah,
Euthyphro
Euthyphro was just the
Euthyphro
one that
was-
was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.